city of Pittsburgh. Welcome to Acrisure Stadium. Tonight, we've got an entertaining one in store for you. It's the Chicago Bears and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Please welcome your 2026 Pittsburgh Steelers.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. Away we go on Sunday Night Primetime. Kenneth Gainwell now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So the Steeler offense getting out there for its opening drive of the game. And they're brought out by the 10th pick of the 2024 draft, a national champion at Michigan, J.J. McCarthy.
All J.J. has ever done in his career, no matter where he's been, is win. And there is something to that. I know at times it's hard to measure how much of it was him, how much of it the people around him. Most importantly, just ask his teammates over the years. They love playing with him. That is a characteristic that's important, and I don't think talked about enough, Kate. Do your guys in the huddle want to play for you? Do they believe in you? Everywhere J.J. has been, he's lit up that huddle, and success has followed. The positive of that effort, you didn't go backwards, didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on second down.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's McCarthy to throw. Big catch made, and he got both feet in. They get 22 out of that play. And a fresh set of downs for Pittsburgh.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. You get explosive plays. Those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. On play action now, McCarthy. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Now a shotgun handoff to Gainwell. And 2 yards all he can get. It's 3rd down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, they need 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst, but that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
On 4th down, it's Corliss Waitman on for the Steelers to punt this away. And this looks like it got just inside the 20 as it flew out, and indeed it did. They're putting the ball at the 19-yard line. So here come the Bears as they get set for their debut series. And leading them out, one of the game's all-time leading passers, the top pick back in 2009. Still going strong, it's Matthew Stafford.
Stafford just continues to fight off injuries, and he continues to battle father time. And it is remarkable. There's a lot of quarterbacks as we see him age, we see the arm fall apart. We see the wear and the tear and the velocity disappear. We're just not seeing that with Stafford. You can question how long the journey may continue, but you cannot question how productive he is when he's on that field.
Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Another one for Gibbs. They won't be able to get past the line, and very quickly, Brock, they're going to be facing third down to begin this ball game.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Throwing is Stafford on third. Complete beyond the marker. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First down. First and 10.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
First down throw here for Stafford. And a catch for Luther Burden. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Off the gut they go with Gibbs. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Bears first down. It's a gain of 6.
Looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
Going to the ground again on first. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Stafford now against the blitz. Dumped off to his running back. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Enough to Gibbs from the gun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it'll be first down Bears.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. He's going to take this down to the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one, and that'll be first down Chicago.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's second and 11. Stafford from the gun. This one's caught. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they go, getting set for third and 4. Now Stafford to throw. Screen here for Gibbs. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears get the game's first points here in the second. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. And that opening series, you use this word a lot with me, Brock, methodical. No massive highlights, just effective play calling, steady progress until they cross that goal line.
Yep, and to fans and fantasy football owners, might not have been a highlight, but to the coaches, the entire drive was the highlight. A great start. I mean, great start to the game where their offense stayed consistent, operated the plan just how it was drawn up, and found the end zone as a result.
Extra point is good by Santos. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense out and ready to go for their second drive. Still in search of their first points as we work our way through the middle of this game. The score 7-0. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Gainwell. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
At the 28-yard line.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. Complete out to the right side. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That play good for 17 and a first down. Quite a defensive battle, Brock, that we have got so far as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Sunday night primetime on the other side. Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when you saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy finds him on the crossing route. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. He's going to run for it. He's got the first down grab and still going. And he is down at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. The Steelers calling their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. And that was just a little bit too low to be brought in. Look Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
2nd and 10, McCarthy. He goes down. The Bears got him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
Bend. Even good defenses, great defenses in this league, Kate, they're going to bend at times, but you never want to break. And when you get a sack in the red zone, well, that goes a long ways to helping your efforts.
Bears bringing out an extra DB here. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Facing 4th down, the Steelers opting for the field goal. Chris Boswell out to do the honors. This is a 42-yard look from the left hash. Boswell able to knock it through. And it's dropped back down now to a 4-point game.
It's only 3 points, and they're going to still trail at halftime, but every little bit helps. And I'll tell you this as well. It also helps maybe later in the game. You got a 4th quarter clutch kick to have that confidence built. That's important.
We've got a good one here. They've cut the lead to 4 as they send it away. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchback. Back out comes the Chicago offense for their 2nd drive. And leading just 7-3, might be better to take a knee and take the lead into the locker room. And even 20 seconds left at their disposal on the final drive of this half. Stafford now on 1st down. From left side finds Burden. And he is tagged right as he brings that one in, Brock. But a solid gain right up towards that midfield stripe. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Only 1 play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. On 1st down, here's Stafford. He completes it in traffic. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They pick up 14 yards on that one. And it'll be 1st down Bears. Timeout is called, just 4 seconds, and we would assume, Brock, 1 play remaining in this half.
Chicago.
The Bears bring on Cairo Santos for the field goal. Ball in the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
We know that most of these coaches really don't crack that big smile until they get that W with 60 minutes over, but I see a little sly smile on that coach's face because that's terrific execution. You work those situations to pay them off with points. They did just that.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get 1 final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Tries to lob that one up, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Divine Diablo. And the Bears do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen, good to be with you from the Orlando EA Sports Studios with an abridged halftime report. This one shaping up to be a tight one, as evidenced by the scoreboard. Both these teams playing it close to the vest in the first half. What will happen in the second half? Let's find out as we send it back to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scotch. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Now Boswell on to send this away. Josh Blackwell to return it. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. The Chicago offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. And it has been all about these defenses so far, Brock. Even into the second half, we're still waiting for one of these offenses to take charge.
Yeah, what you're feeling, these defenses are making every yard tough, every first down tough, every series tough. And offensively, yeah, it's time to toughen up and maybe more importantly, sharpen up.
First and 10 from the 32. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Again, it's Gibbs. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. We'll air it out on 3rd. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
It's a gain of 8. And the Bears, first down. An 8-yard pickup. First down, Bears.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
First and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Working from the gun. Here's Stafford. Complete right side. Burden has it. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
A gain of 16 yards. And the
First and 10 from the 43. Rolling left side, Bowers has it. And he's going to get this down inside the 30 before he's driven out. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. It's Gibbs on the carry. Jukes away from one. And they're going to stop him, but he got enough to make it first and goal from the 8.
A gain of 20 more yards. That's another Bears first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. Running it with Gibbs. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock him behind the sticks. Job well done there.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Now, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythm. It's truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin the game. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears grow the lead coming out of halftime. Nico Collins with a touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Santos now for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Bears double their lead to 14.
17. Steelers 3.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. On the return, here's Gainwell. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now the offense getting set to go for the Steelers. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
The Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10. Now running for the first time with Jalen Warren. His charge towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Four yards on that first down run. Here's second and 6. Off play action. It's McCarthy. That's who is running back, Kenneth Gainwell. And a gain only about 2 before he heads out. That means they're going to face third down.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep them short of the sticks.
That's the end of 3 on Sunday Night Primetime. It's Steelers football. A nice help for them as they trail entering the quarter. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. McCarthy throwing here. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. And that is 3 sacks for this defense in this contest, and that one forces a 4th down.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Down in the 4th, offense staying out there for this. Desperation time here. Gives this one to Fryermuth. That'll be the 1st and more. And he is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line.
It's a gain of 52 yards. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
From the red zone now. He's got it near the 8. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him, only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
McCarthy looking to throw. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. The Steelers now within 1 score in the 4th. Pat Fryermuth, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
And things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
Chris Boswell for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Steelers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Steelers 10. Chris Boswell to kick
And
off
just
for
like that,
Pittsburgh.
we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Blackwell now to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
Bears take over
Chicago's
1st and 10.
offense trotting out there for another series.
47-yard line.
And this really looks like a whole different ball game after that touchdown, doesn't it? They really need to go on a drive here. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Drive begins with Gibbs. He dodged the tackle. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that'll be 1st down, Chicago.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
I love these inside runs. Don't get away from them. You never know. You think it's going to be a short little gain, and then boom, get the right blocking, a possessed running back, and you get some serious yards on the table.
This ball's cut by Bowers. And on 1st down, only gets about a yard here, and the defender there to force him out.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Off the play fake, it's Stafford. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Now it's Terry McLaurin on the target. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Back to throw it. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll say, Kate, that defense looked even better, sharper on 3rd down than they did on 2nd. They played that one so tight there was no window to throw.
On 4th down, it's Torrey Taylor on for the Bears to punt this away. And he'll try to hit this one well. And that'll hit and get out of bounds. Left some meat on the bone with that one. Now Pittsburgh's offense running back out for a new series. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air. So expect some tighter coverage this time around. The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, 1st and 10. They'll go play action here. It's McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And it sets up 2nd down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And he has it right near midfield here. Looks like about a yard short. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
That brings us to the 2-minute warning in Pittsburgh. Steelers losing by 7. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Play action, McCarthy. Caught, nice game left side. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. The Steelers calling their first time out. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. They toss to Warren, running right. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
12 more yards. That's another Steelers 1st down.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and in what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone can finally get to him.
1st and goal, Warren. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Setting up to pass. Pass it down close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Fifth DB out there now. Big rep for this defense on 3rd and goal. Warren. And he gets him the touchdown. And now a potential game-deciding play call coming up. So they get the all-important touchdown here late in the game, Brock. Now the question, play for the tie They'll go for 2 and the lead.
And I know they've got all these charts and numbers and analytics to tell you what to do, but this comes down to the gut and the trust of the head coach. Does he trust his offense more to go get this 2-point conversion, or is he going to lean in his defense and believe that they can get the stop?
On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. And everyone can breathe easier now. His try is good, and they found a way to tie it late in the fourth. Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Blackwell now to return it. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Chicago getting set to take the field now. And there's enough time left that you can't call it impossible. They're going to need a heck of a play downfield to get in range for a possible game winner. Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. Gibbs now from the gun. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. All right, Brock, both teams have had their opening salvos. Next score wins it in OT as they come up on 2nd down. Working from the gun, here's Stafford. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Kind of a curious call there, Kate, because the passing game, it's not worked real well for them in regulation, and that operation, that wasn't good enough either.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that set.
A loss of 6 yards. 3 and out.
So we still can't decide a winner in this one. Let's reset that clock and do it all over again. What do you say? Another overtime is coming your way. Chicago brings out the punting unit. A lot of pressure riding on this kick. Pittsburgh getting its offense all set to go. And overtime rules gave them a chance to answer touchdown with touchdown, and this was the moment that they were working towards. A chance to take the field one more time with an opportunity to win it. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Counterplay here, Warren. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Warren once more. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Oh, big interception here. Xavier Watts picks it. And the Bears surprise them with the interception. And now have a chance to win this game. Oh, my goodness. At this point, Brock, I'm exhausted. The guys have to be exhausted. Does any offense want to win this game this far into overtime, and still neither team can muster up the deciding points?
And I'll tell you what, now every single guy is totally gassed on that field. Not quite sure how he dug into his reserves and found the fuel to make that interception. But he gives them yet another chance to finally put this one away.
Important moment as they turn to Cairo Santos. Pittsburgh will go ahead and use its 2nd timeout, as they'll be left with just one more to work with here in OT. So here they are, a chance to win this with a field goal. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. The kick is good, he got it! And they've taken back the lead.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time, well, he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
So the Bears take this one on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. Well, that'll do it for us, for Brock Heward and our entire hard-working crew. I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears winners as we say so long from Pittsburgh.
About 10 miles or so from the Capitol Mall, and you will arrive here at Northwest Stadium, just outside of Washington, D.C. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Washington Commanders.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to team.
So a victory here for the Commanders.
And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports.
The Commanders pick up the victory as we say so long from our nation's capital.